Let's turn this up a little bit.
I don't know where my hat is. I guess it's in the car.
All right. I think I'm live.
So what is this, like crap and mooch in the morning? Is that
Well, no, it won't be every Monday thing because right now my schedule, my job, I'm off Sunday and Monday. It can change, so you know the stuff what I do at work. No, it changes all the time. So yeah. So right now I got a lot of free time on my hands, you know. But I gotta go to bed, you know, extra early tonight because I gotta wake up at 3 in the morning. So yeah. It sucks going to work, you know, but basically getting off of work, I get off at noon, so, you know, I got a lot of time to do a lot of stuff, go to the gym, make some videos. The reason why I didn't make, as many videos as I want because I was working 60 hours a week, so I'm not doing that right now. I'm good. You know, man, I'd rather work 40 hours, man. I'm caught up in all my bills. I'm good. 40 hours a week. 60 hours a week would fucking kill me, dude.
That's too much.
It was too much. The money is good. The money is good because if I wasn't working that overtime, I had to really dip into my savings account to freaking fix my car. I had to spend over $1,300.
Damn.
Yep. Yep. It is what it is, man. How many people watching right now?
8.
8. Okay, let's get some more. Yeah, I'd rather have at least 20 before we get started. All right.
Asking if you fixed your fuel pump.
What's up?
They're asking if you fixed your fuel pump.
Yeah. Fuel pump, alternator, computer. I had to get some stuff rewired because some of the wires got burnt out. All that shit got fixed, man. And my fucking signal light got burnt out. I had to freaking it wasn't getting no ground, so I had to run a separate wire just to get some ground. Like I still got some issues I need to resolve with that car. Basically, I just need a new wire harness. Basically, that's what it is. I need a new wire harness. That's like a $500-600 job right there. So, you know.
God damn.
Well,
everything in the car costs so much money.
Well, it's either that or I get car payments. I don't want car payments, man. Like I did that for like 3-4 years, man. $500 a month. I can't. That's hell no. That put me in the poorhouse quickly.
Yeah, I was so happy when I finally paid off my car.
That's what I'm saying. Like my car is paid off. My wife's car paid off. Like as soon as she got a refund last year, she took $4,000 and just got her a cash car. I was like, good, no payments. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to get a house right now. And, yeah, I don't want to get no house, with freaking car notes and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right, people. Let's get some more people here, man. Like, share. Got a few things we want to talk about.
I'm pretty sure they have no idea we're doing a show this early in the morning.
Maybe out of Twitter. Maybe I'll go on Twitter. Let's share, people. Share. Come on. Share it is. Share it on Twitter. Share it on Facebook. Google Plus if you still have one.
You have 3 cars that total $1,500 a month. Goddamn.
Who? Not me.
One white Kong.
Oh shit! One white Kong is rich then. Yeah. Man.
What is this? I'm just looking at these damn Steam sales. So many fucking games on sale, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, maybe I might just dip into the PC thing one day. Maybe.
Steam sales.
I miss Retro, man. He said the funniest. Steam sales. Oh my god.
He loves that shit. He works too much.
Oh yeah, man. Like that's why he hadn't been on these past few weeks. It's been over a month since he's been on, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while since he's been on.
Yeah, so yeah, people, if y'all wonder what the hell Retro Bro is, he's just working a lot, man.
JDauntless is in the chat too.
What's up, Jay?
He said what? He said, "What's good, Richard and Kathy Lee in the morning?"
Oh damn. Yeah, you're right, KJ Gamespell. Yeah, we want third parties too, not 4K. Like, we even said this, I don't know, how many, like a million times, like a broken record right now. Like, what's the point of going to 4K if we can't do 1080, 60 the correct way?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know, man. That's why probably a lot of people is going to PC. That's probably a lot why PC gaming is getting very popular these days because they got the freedom.
These consoles aren't doing it anymore.
They got the freedom right now. The PS4 is the only console that's worth buying because you get first party games on top of third party games. As far as Switch, if you just a Nintendo guy, then I say the Switch is for you. But if you want Nintendo and third parties, then Nintendo had been for you since Super Nintendo.
then you need two consoles for sure.
Well, I guess GameCube had decent third party. I guess you could say that, but it was still missing a lot of stuff.
It still missed a lot. Like people exaggerate the amount of third party the GameCube had.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I guess we gotta get started. We almost at 20.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, people, what's going on? It's your boy, Gaming 27. We're back again for another Alex and Real show. I know it's been a while. It's been a long time since we've done one. And I know a lot of y'all been wondering, are we gonna do a Fuckboy Friday? Well, stay tuned because we still trying to get some stuff. We still trying to work out some other stuff. So we still trying to get some intros and channel banners on the other channel. As I told you the other day, we getting a collaboration channel, so that's why we hadn't really done one in a while. But today we just wanted to concentrate on Nintendo, the stuff that's been going on, the community stuff that Reggie Fils-Aimé said. We just want to break it down with this third party stuff. I know Reggie Fils-Aimé was it like 2 weeks ago saying that he wants all third party support, but his recent statement that he just made. Like I don't see how you can have all third party support if you continuously not making third party friendly systems. But yeah, I guess we go ahead and talk about it. I guess I'll get your intro out the way, Alex.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Active sitting here. It's really early, and we're doing a show for you, so make sure to hit like, please, and share. Because it's too early to be having a damn show. But we're gonna be talking about Nintendo today. Some Reggie opened his mouth yet again, and we had some Sonic news for the Switch, terrible news, and Monster Hunter, terrible news.
Well, it's terrible if you want to play on the Switch.
Well, yeah, we're talking about Nintendo today. So we're talking about Nintendo.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Bad news for you only, Nintendo consoles only. Not bad news for us because we could play it elsewhere. So yeah, I just feel kind of bad for you. But we got a couple things. What do we want to start with? We want to start with the Sonic news, the third party, what Reggie said, the 4K. We want to start
I can start with that. He can start with whatever. Doesn't matter. Maybe Reggie last.
Oh, that last comment he made?
Yeah, we should probably do him last.
Oh, you want to do him last?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you want to do first? The Sonic? The Sonic and...
yeah, let's do Sonic, I guess.
Okay, people. I guess if y'all hadn't heard, like the Sonic Forces on the Switch will be 30 frames per second, while the Xbox One and the PS4 will be at 60 frames per second. Same with Monster Hunter Double Cross. I know it's a 3DS port, but that will also be running at 30 frames per second. But looking at the graphics, it looks like shit. It looks like shit. So what the hell is going on? Last time I checked, the Switch is supposed to be twice as powerful than the Wii U, but why is it still getting the Wii U treatment? The Switch is supposed to be a tad bit less powerful than the Xbox One, but the Xbox One is still running at 60 frames. I still don't understand. And this is supposed to be a cartoony game. It's a cartoony game like Mario, and Mario is running at 60 frames per second. Splatoon is running at 60 frames per second. Mario Kart is running at 60 frames per second. So what the hell is going on? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, is it the hardware, or is it that the developers don't want to put the they don't want to put the full potential? I guess they don't want to dig into the specs of this Switch. Like, what is it? Is it lazy porting? Like, what do you feel about this, Al? What's going on?
I don't know what this is about, because like this game was announced alongside the Xbox One and the PS4. They even called it the NX version because it was announced before the Switch was the Switch. So I've been working on this for a while, and yet the Switch version runs at half the frame rate of the competition. On top of that, it looks inferior visually. But yeah, that's not even a big deal because we always know like the Switch games are going to look inferior visually to the Xbox and the PS4. But like dropping the frame rate by half is unacceptable. Especially we're talking about a damn Sonic game. Like the whole point of this is to go fast. 30 frames per second is not fast.
No, it's not.
It's not fast. It's slow. So I don't understand. They didn't really give a reason. They just said, yeah, it runs at 30 on the Switch, but it's 60 on Xbox and PS4, and obviously PC as well. So it's not great. Not looking good here. I have people telling me, like, "Oh, just wait. We'll just wait. They're gonna fix it. They're gonna change it. Don't worry. Don't worry." Like, no, they're not. This game is coming out soon, or soonish, in like 6 months or so. They're not going to double the frame rate. It's going to come out at 30, and they're just going to blame it on the Switch's hardware, which I don't believe that's the problem. Because the Switch can run Mario Odyssey at 60 frames per second. It can run Splatoon at 60 frames. It can run ARMS at 60 frames, Mario Kart at 60 frames. And those games all look better than Sonic Forces. Or visually on par or similar, but like... Those games have no problem. Like, why can't Sega do it? They can do it on the Xbox and PS4. And the Xbox is barely more powerful than the Switch. That was just like a lazy-ass port. But it doesn't make sense because, like, Sonic games sell better on Nintendo hardware than they do on Xbox and PS4.
Yep, that's true.
Lazy.
That is true.
Absolutely lazy.
Look at these statistics with the Wii. All those damn Sonic games that got on the Wii. They sold the best on Wii compared to the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Like it's pretty much a fact that the reason why Sonic games sells a lot on Nintendo consoles because it catered towards the Nintendo audience, and plus if you're old school Nintendo Sega fan, it's kind of like when Sega left the console market, a lot of Sega fans went towards Nintendo as well.
Right.
That's what it is, and it's just yeah, you're right, Gamer Nick. Sega been lazy again. That's what it is. They've been lazy, but when it comes to PS4 and Xbox One, they're getting a superior version. But I know a lot of people, they going to basically damage control this. A lot of people going to be like, well, you should take what they give you. You better be grateful. Like, I don't know how many times that we...
Oh, my God. I actually had a guy tell me that on my video. I was just staring at that comment. I'm like, this dude is a peasant. He is an absolute peasant. Please, sir, can I have some more peasant?
Like, you ain't the only one that's going through that. Like, you know, whenever I went on my little Nintendo tangent during the Wii U generation, as pissed off I've been, like, I had that same comment, well, you should be glad when Nintendo give you this. You should be glad. Like, this is the kind of Nintendo fan base that's basically digging Nintendo a deeper hole, you know, putting them in the grave as far as console-wise, because Nintendo, they can't continuously keep doing this, shunning the third parties out with their inferior consoles, because shit like this, it's like the same old story over and over and over and over again. Reggie Fils-Aimé, well, I don't want to talk about that right now, but we talking about something.
But I don't think it's the hardware, though.
No, it's not the hardware. Yeah, you got a point about that. But yeah, as far as the hardware goes, I think the hardware is good enough to run 6. That's why I hope that it will be a patch for that day one. Hopefully, you know, I don't know. Like with Sonic Forces, like you said a while ago, it's not a graphical demanding game, so it makes sense to have a speedster like Sonic. It makes sense to have it at 60 frames per second. Like, come on, it's Sonic. If it's not at 60 frames per second, then what the hell? That's why I just pre-ordered mine on the PS4, just like my Sonic Mini, because I want the best experience. And with this whole entire buying third parties on Nintendo's consoles, like, I wanted to do it. I really wanted to give Nintendo a shot. But where is the quality control? Once again, we were talking about this the other day. Where's the quality control? If Nintendo know how powerful the hardware is, then they need to make sure, they need to go to these third parties and be like, hey man, our system is more powerful than that, man. Sonic games sells better on our consoles. So exactly. It'll be in y'all best interest to utilize the full potential of our console so we can have fair, equal frame rates, parity frame rates and features, so it can sell good on this console. It's bad business.
why is Nintendo allowing this? Is what I don't understand.
Well,
Like,
remember, it's never their fault. It's never their fault. Remember?
I get that they're desperate for third-party games on their device, but like allowing this isn't the answer. Like you're actively telling people, "Hey, you're going to get the worst version of every third-party game, but hey, you can take it on the go with you."
Mm-hmm.
Like no, like they should be going to Sega, who are like across the street from them, and be like, yo, you need to make this game 60 frames like it is for PS4 and Xbox One. We're not having it. Like, this is ridiculous. We're talking about the same company that had a 3 Sonic exclusive deal for the Wii U, and now that that's over, we're getting a game with half the frames of the competition. It doesn't make sense. And on top of that, the game graphically is definitely inferior. It's missing grass. It has a lot of jaggies. The resolution is lower. Like, it seems like it's a very lazy job.
Yep, it is a lazy job. Like I said, it's not a graphical demanding game. Like it's like, just look at Mario Odyssey on how beautiful that game looks. It says 60 frames a second.
Yeah.
So why we can't get the same with Sonic? Like,
and Mario's an open world game. Like, this Sonic game is very linear.
I don't know, man. I don't know. There's gonna always be some kind of excuse that some of these fanboys are gonna give us, man. Well, you can take it on the go. You should be thankful Nintendo gave you a two-in-one console, like shit like that. Like, I don't know what to say, man. It's just so funny that people come up with all kinds of excuses for Nintendo. Some of them think that it's never Nintendo's fault ever. That really just, it boggles my mind, dude. Like
for stuff like the big games like Anthem, that new kind of game, that probably can't run on the Switch. But like this kind of game, there shouldn't be a problem.
It shouldn't be no problem. Like, yeah, you're right about the Anthem game. Like, this is what I'm saying. You know what? I don't want to keep talking about that because it's going to go to our last subject, or what Richard's talking about. He want all third parties. Like, you got to have a third-party friendly system, and the Switch is not a third-party friendly system because they got to heavily optimize these games. They got to downscale them. They got to dumb it down. And with these developers dumbing down these games, they got to put more money and time, resources into this, and they just feel, a lot of them felt that it's just not worth it. That's why Gearbox wanted Nintendo to basically, they waiting on Nintendo, and you already know what they mean. They want Nintendo to fund the project. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of third parties want Nintendo to fund the project because they just don't trust Nintendo after what they did with the Wii U. So, yes, like, I can blame this on Sega, but at the same time, I could blame this on Nintendo. Lack of communication. I've been saying this for a while. Lack of communication. Where is the quality control, Nintendo? There is no quality control because first of all, you got these third parties doing whatever they want to your goddamn Switch. These watered down ports, having some of these games costing more on the Switch than what it costs on the Xbox One and the PS4. And their excuse is that it costs more money. You know, because it's a cartridge-based game. It's more money. And Nintendo they knew what they got themselves into. If they knew that it was going to be issues with that, then they need to eat up the cost. Eat up the cost, like Mr. T said in this video the other day. Was it yesterday? If you don't concentrate on the long-term strategy, only concentrate on the short term, then it's going to bite you in the ass. It's going to always bite you in the ass. Why you think a lot of people, when they do interns mean you're working for free. So if Nintendo have to bite the cost for a little bit, so at the end they will basically gain more money. They gain more audience on their Switch. They will get a more of a diversified audience on their Switch. Then Nintendo will win at the end. But if they just concentrate on right now, then later I just don't see how this is going to play out, because right now I feel like Nintendo is not being as seriously on third parties on what they saying. I know they said that they want all third parties, but for right now, I don't know, man, because we going through this again with the Switch, just like with the Wii U. We're going through this shit again. That's just how I feel about that, man.
Right.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, like there should be quality control on Nintendo's part. Like it's obviously it's their console, and you want to make sure people don't have the idea that your console has the inferior version of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what kind of sense does that make?
It doesn't make sense. Everybody in the chat come telling me I'm about to damage control for Sega.
You are, man, because you're putting all the blame on Nintendo. You're not even saying it's Sega's fault.
No. I just said it was both of them. I said it was Sega's fault. Then I said it was Nintendo's fault. My God. I said it's lack of communication, man. I ain't no fuckboy for Sega. I ain't no fuckboy at all, man. Y'all,
you're damage controlling for Sega.
I'm not damage control for Sega, man. Hell no.
I think a lot of the blame is on Sega. More so, like, there's still blame on Nintendo for actually allowing this to happen. That's Nintendo's fault. But like the game coming out the way it is, that's fucking Sega's fault. Because that is a shitty ass port. That is a lazy port. The hardware can handle 60 frames per second. We've seen it on several occasions with Nintendo titles.
Yeah.
Sega knew about the console early because they had games. They're like across the street from Nintendo in Japan. So like this is just not acceptable. It's not okay.
No, it's not. It's not okay. It's not acceptable, man. I don't care what you say. I don't care who's damage controlling about this. Like, if Sonic forces a game like that magnitude, more of a cartoony 3D game, if that can't run at 60 frames per second, standard in today's gaming market, then I don't see a good future with third parties at Nintendo. Even though if they do get third parties, let's say next year, or no, they not getting no third parties next year because E3, there's no announcements for third parties on the Switch next year. Let's say 2019 they start getting third parties, but they still getting GIMP versions, kind of like with the Sonic Force, they getting GIMPs. It's just the Monster Hunter Double Cross. Like, we just getting these lazy ass ports, man. I don't see any good things coming out of this, man. I don't see it, Alex. I don't see it at all.
Probably not with multiplats, but like first party games and like third party exclusive games, like that Mario Rabbids game runs really smooth. It looks really good. Like, I don't know, man. Like multiplats, they're just not having it. Maybe maybe it's wait and see for the install base to grow, and then you'll get some decent ports. But like even then, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Remember, I guess that's what's going on in this community now. I guess everybody wants to wait and see now, and that's what's going on. Like, if we are against wait and see, then we are the bad guys. That's basically what's going on in this community. If we don't want to wait 2 years to get third parties, if we want it now, then we are some frauds.
We are getting third parties now, and they're not doing a good job. So like, what's the point of waiting? Honestly, like, why even bother waiting and seeing if this is what you're gonna get? You're gonna get a game with half the frames and looks like crap.
Yeah, they should keep that shit. They should keep.
You might as well keep that shit. Like Sonic Mania will run perfectly on the Switch because that's not a demanding game at all. So that'll be fine. That'll be really cool. Take it on the go. I think the definitive version of Sonic Mania is on the Switch. But when it comes to Sonic Forces, that's the absolutely worst version is on the Switch. Without question. It looks worse. It runs worse.
Yep. So y'all Nintendo fans, like, are y'all trying to listen to these Nintendo ambassadors talking about waiting to see? Or are y'all going to go to Twitter or whatever, Facebook, and let Nintendo know how frustrated that y'all are?
Yeah, like, when we're done with this podcast, I'm going to tweet Sega. I'm like, you can keep your fucking dog shit forces. Fuck you, Sega.
Go to Sega, go to Nintendo, like, whatever. Like, every time you see a problem, don't listen to these YouTubers talking about wait and see. Like, you got to wait till the install base grows. Like, if you grow this install base full of Nintendo fans, then what's the point? What's the point of these third parties even putting games on the Switch? Because you know it's gonna fail. Like, hell, Call of Duty barely sold 1 million on a 100 million install base to Switch, not the Switch deal, Wii U. They barely sold 1 million. They barely cracked a fucking million.
Right.
Like, come on. Like, I see it before it's gonna happen again. I see it. Like, if Nintendo don't diversify the audience now, then it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. That's just what it is. And as far as this Sega situation, like, I love Sega, I love Sonic, but come on, man, like, come on, this is unacceptable, man. So, like I said,
yeah,
I was
they're the worst. I told you Sega's the worst. You don't ever believe me. They're trash. Sega's always been trash. It'll always be trash.
No, it's trash if it's trash if you bought it on the Switch, but it's not trash if you buy it somewhere else.
Did you see that Sega Forever crap? That's trash too.
Hey, at least it's free. When You think
of course it's free. Ain't nobody paying one dime for that shit.
It's free. It's free.
Oh, Sega sucks.
I know you don't like Sega. Hey, shit! I would love if we get some free games like that with Nintendo, but they can never do that. Never. They can never do that shit. But yeah, man, I guess I'm done with this topic. What else want to talk about though? We should talk about something else.
What was the next one? Monster Hunter.
Did we talk about that? It kind of falls in the same category, like dog shit.
Monster Hunter's even more egregious because it's a fucking 3DS port. And that game runs at 30 frames per second. Like 3DS port with like these shitty ass fucking graphics. Like this is straight up Capcom being Capcom. Capcom is like, I don't know what their fucking problem is with the Switch, but they are the worst company when it comes to the Switch so far. Bringing out some shitty ass old Street Fighter game, charging almost full price for it. And now we don't get the new Monster Hunter. We get this 3DS port. And now we find out the 3DS port is 30 frames per second, even though it looks like shit. Disgusting. This is even worse than the Sega Sonic news. To me, this is more egregious because a 3DS port can't even run at 60 while looking that terrible. Capcom, you managed to out Sega. Congratulations.
Out Sega, damn. You got so much hate in your heart for Sega. You know that?
Yo, they're trash.
I guess. Like I say, I'm buying that on the PS4. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's just a lot of stuff, that Nintendo is refusing to do. Like, with the whole entire achievements and trophies, like, it's like beating a dead horse talking about that. Like, Nintendo, they want all third parties.
There's no time to even worry about achievements. You can't even get the games to run properly.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Nintendo is taking third parties so seriously, then why not do the standard shit that third parties want? That's what I'm saying. Like, your game's gonna, all the multiplayer is gonna sell like shit because you refuse to put the achievements and trophies in. And look at PlayStation. Like, the PS3 didn't have trophies at the beginning of that generation. They saw how Xbox, put that in there, and they added it on. And they saw how popular that they was. A lot of people was loving it. So that's when they put the trophies in. Like, Nintendo just need to fall in line and just do what third parties want them to do. Have a standardized a feature console. Have everything what the other consoles are getting. That's standard. Have a good online functionality. Stuff like that. Have a console that can compete as far as specs. And Nintendo is not doing it for the third straight generation. The Wii U, now Switch. Like, the PS4 and Xbox One has been out for almost 4 years, since 2013. The Switch, it just came out about 3 months ago, and it's still underpowered. Like, why are they doing this to themselves again? Why is Nintendo continuously talking about we want all third-party support, but they not doing anything about it? They not, even though third parties don't want to fool them right now, but Nintendo is not throwing money to third parties to invest in them. They should, like Nintendo, they should put their own money into third parties right now so they can get more people to their consoles that plays on other platforms. If you could play all these third parties on Nintendo, and plus you got Nintendo games, and you got the achievement system, you got a good online functionality, you got this, you got that, you got everything. What's the point of owning a PS4 and Xbox One right now if you get the best of both worlds? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like Reggie and Nintendo, they talk a big game about having all these third parties. Oh, we want the third parties. We love the third parties. But then they don't, like, actively pursue them. Like, it's not fair. Like, I'm not going to pretend like this is fair, but, like, Nintendo doesn't automatically get the third party support. They have to actively go after third parties. They
don't trust them. That's why.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the situation they're in is not fair for us. It's not fair for them. It's not fair for third parties as well. But, like, if they want third-party games on the Nintendo console, then it is their job to get the games on the console because they're trying to sell this console. They're trying to tell you it's getting third-party games, but you look around, they're not coming. And the ones that do aren't running well. So it's up to Nintendo to get the quality control and get these games on the device.
Yep.
Because they're not going to get it automatically like Sony and Microsoft. Like, if you look at the Xbox, like some of these Japanese games, they don't sell well, but they still get them regardless. Like Dragon Ball, we were talking about that before. that new Dragon Ball game, the 2D fighter or whatever, that's coming to Xbox.
You know
It's
why?
not coming to Switch unless we like what do they want? They want people to beg for it, right?
You know why? Because Phil Spencer went to Japan and did some deals with them. Like he's doing his job. Like he's trying to make sure he get these games, and that's what the main outcry has been about. You know, lack of Japanese games, like lack of exclusives in general, and you know, actually he's trying to do something about it. Matter of fact, it's been a rule.
Yeah, he's actually going out and getting games that normally wouldn't come to his console.
Yeah, so at least he's doing something about it. Like, what about Nintendo? Are they doing something about it? Like, why do we have to, like you said a while ago, why do we have to beg for these type of games? That's Nintendo's fucking job to do that.
Exactly.
And I feel like Nintendo want us to speak for them. Like, what kind of fucking retarded logic is that? But then again, you got some of these fuckboys in this damn fucking community.
Oh, God.
You got some of these fuckboys that automatically thinking everything Nintendo does is right. Everything Sony, Microsoft, and third parties does is wrong. No, it's true. It's true, and I got everything to back it up because the shit that they say makes no bit of sense. It's just retarded thinking, man. Like if you want an investment in return, you have to bite the cost at first. You have to invest first. If you know that you're not getting none in return at first, but you're thinking about the long run, then sometimes you gotta sacrifice a little bit. You have to sacrifice just to concentrate on the long run. It's called investment. Why do you think a lot of people do interns and work for free for months or even a year? Because they know that in the long run, they will eventually get their money back, plus a lot more. So Nintendo is not thinking about that strategy. They're thinking about it right now. So, you know, it's just basically what Richard Fils-Aimé said the other day about the whole time 4K, you know, I don't know if you want to talk about that. We still talking about Monster
Hunter? We can move on from Monster Hunter.
Okay, let me find that article about the whole entire 4Ks and all that. Let me see, where's it at? Don't get me wrong, man. I'm still a huge fan of the Switch, man. I am. Like, I see a lot of great things happening for the Switch. I'm a huge Nintendo fan. I am. But would it be cool to have achievements every time you pass a level, you get some kind of Nintendo points? Like, I think that would be cool. Like, wouldn't it be cool to...
The Switch is really cool. I like the Switch. It's just like... They're so behind when it comes to features. Like Nintendo, when it comes to features and online, they're so behind Microsoft and Sony.
It is.
And like, if it wasn't for their games that I like, I probably wouldn't even have a Switch. I like their first-party titles, which is why I keep buying Nintendo.
Yeah, I like third parties as well too, and I like achievements. I like trophies. Like I had my PlayStation for a year, and I'm almost at about 600-700 trophies, something like that. It's one of them. I forgot. My Xbox, I've been stuck at 29,000 achievements for a while because there's no fucking games to play on Xbox. But it's a good feature, man. I love achievements and trophies. Why is Nintendo's not going to do that? I just don't understand why they don't.
They had a patent for like a Nintendo Stars, kind of like an achievement system. I don't know. Maybe that's going to roll out with their online, which is coming next year. So we'll see. I would imagine that stuff is coming, but like the way they're handling voice chat and shit, like it's just like the way they do things is so bizarre.
It is, man. Let me see. What was that article? Okay, this is about the 4K talk and all that, and why Nintendo's not interested in 4K right now. Okay. Richard Fils-Aimé stated that reach as many consumers as possible and having to hold on, no, I'm at the wrong one. Let me see. Damn, I think I'm at the wrong article. Hold on. You got the article, Alex?
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, if you want, you can read it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna read the whole article here. Right. Don't expect Nintendo to pursue 4K gaming anytime soon. While that's something other console manufacturers are starting to focus on, Nintendo of America president Reggie Fils-Aimé believes the audience is too limited. Ah, shit, my phone's ringing. I'll give you a second. Here's what he said. The Nintendo mission is to reach as many consumers as possible and to have them engage and have fun with our intellectual property. That's what we try and do. So inherently, we go for a more mainstream audience. We want our products to be affordable. We want our products to be easy to pick up and play. with a low learning curve. We want our IP to shine as we deliver these experiences. That's the way we approach it. And so what that means is the sweet spot is $300 for a Nintendo Switch, a platform that has Mario, Zelda, Splatoon, going against a more limited consumer pool, a higher price point, requiring investments in other ways like a 4K TV. That's the strategy for us. Candidly is a bit too limited. Yeah, so he's pretty much saying like the 4K TVs, not a lot of people have them, so they're not interested in going after that market right now. They want to go for the mainstream, which is like 1080p, 720p, and just like kind of easy pick up and play games alongside some of the harder stuff like Zelda. So that's the area they're targeting, which is totally fine. I agree with that. I don't think we should be focusing on 4K at all this generation. That should have been saved for the Xbox 2 and the PS5.
Well, they can't do it right as far as 4K. Like,
yeah, they can't do it right either.
Like, why not concentrate on 1080-60, in which PlayStation and Xbox still struggling to do? Like, you know, even the Switch is struggling to get 1080p. Like, why we just can't get a consistent 1080p 60 frames per second console?
Yeah, like Nintendo's first party titles focus on gameplay fluidity at 60 frames per second, which should be like an industry standard at this point, but it's not because they keep pushing for graphics. And that's why you have something like the Xbox One X, which comes out and lies to your face and says it's a true 4K beast. And then one day after its announcement, you find out Origins is using checkerboard rendering because they can't do 4K because the console is an absolute lie, and we shouldn't be aiming at 4K yet because the technology is not there to make it affordable. So that is where me and Reggie, I agree. I usually don't agree with Reggie because I think a lot of the times he says a lot of stupid shit. But this is actually a time where I agree with him. 4K is not necessary right now. The technology is not there yet to make it affordable. And a lot of people don't even have 4K TV, so why are we focusing on this?
Yeah, you're right. A lot of times he said a lot of stupid shit, but I know in that article he said that he want to concentrate on fun, and that's great and everything. And he said that they're not going to concentrate on realistic games. But when you're not concentrating on realistic games, then you kind of pushing aside third parties, because when you talk about realistic games, I'm thinking about Battlefields and Call of Duties and Assassin's Creed, like the Witchers, you know, these graphically demanding games. And at the same time, they talking about that they want not just some third-party support, they want all third-party support. How can you get all third-party support if you got that logic talking about we don't want realistic-looking games? I understand. If you don't want realistic games as far as Nintendo developing realistic games, I understand that. But when it comes to you know, third parties, that's the route that they are taking today, because a lot of people love graphics. They love realistic games. It is what it is. But you can't come out and say we want all third-party support, but you're not putting out a third-party friendly console. You still not giving achievements and trophies and being more serious on your online, because a lot of these third-party games are focusing solely on online games now. Online-only games. We're getting a shitload of that. So you can't come out and say one thing and do another thing. That's my problem, what he said. But the only thing I agree with Reggie about that article is, yes, majority of the gamers are not focusing on 4K TVs. But the other shit is bullshit. Like, because he said the other day that we want all third-party games. Like I said, you can't say one thing and do another. That's just how I feel about it, man. That's just how I feel.
Like, I'm still not worried about the hardware side just because they made the device easy to port to this time. It's not like the Wii U, where it's a different architecture that's hard to develop for compared to Xbox and PS4. Because like the Switch is easy to port to. This has been proven several times, and the hardware is not too far off from the Xbox One, so that's not like a huge deal. But it's just them not going out of the way to make sure the games actually get on the device. But like they're right to not focus on 4K, because can you imagine how much the Switch would cost if it had hardware to support 4K on the go?
I don't even care about 4K. I don't give a fuck, honestly.
And I don't think a lot of people do care at all, because like we've seen it with the PS4 Pro, it doesn't sell well. The Xbox One X is gonna have the same problem. Nobody cares.
Yep.
And it's just like, you guys should have made the Pro and the Xbox One X just like 1080p, 60 FPS across the board. Like that would have been an actual improvement. Like visual improvement is nice and all, but like if the games still run like trash, like who cares?
I would be fine with the Switch being as powerful as the PS4, or maybe a little. Honestly, let's just be honest. The Switch should have been more powerful than the PS4. Let's just be real. It should have been more powerful because the PS4 and Xbox One is almost 4 years old. The Switch is still brand new. So that's my only problem that I had with it. But I understand they had to make sacrifice because of the portability factor of this console. But at the end of the day, if you still are concerned about, if you want all third-party games in your console, and if you know that third parties is not going to sit up there and cater towards y'all because of the past history with the Wii U and other consoles, then Nintendo should have, they should do what they supposed to do: fund some of these games. They don't got to get all of them. Get the ones that's very popular these days. Get the popular ones. That's what's selling these consoles.
Out of all the games to publish, Nintendo decided to publish Skyrim. Like,
why?
That game is old.
I don't even know what to say about that. It's only thing that's different about this Skyrim is just this person's in a Link costume. That's it. He's in a Link costume, but the game is still 6 years old. It's probably going to cost $60 at the same time.
Oh, definitely.
I don't even know what to say no more. It's just too much.
Yeah, that game, $60 for that game in 2017 is ridiculous.
Yep, just like, matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw an article yesterday that Nintendo is thinking about putting more games from the Wii U over to the Switch. Like I said a long time ago, I have no issues with ports coming off from the Wii U because the Wii U was a disaster. Nobody bought the Wii U, and everybody knows what the Switch is. So a lot of these games coming from the Wii U is brand new to them. But if we still having the third party problems, then I don't know what else to say, because I'm not going to continuously and keep replaying these games in the Wii U, and we're not getting third party support. If Nintendo, it's like this: if Nintendo, if they can, at least constantly or consistently give us brand new games, maybe every month, every other month, kind of like what we're doing now, I would be fine. But then again, how long can Nintendo? How long can this last? They can't continuously give us a game every month, because eventually they're gonna dry out all their IPs. They're gonna dry. They didn't use by their top IPs this year, like Mario, the 3D Mario, or Mario Kart, Zelda. It's coming this year. Well, Zelda's already here. Mario Kart's already here. So Mario Odyssey's at the end of the year. Next year, maybe Smash Brothers, maybe Metroid. That's a rumor. We already know about Kirby and Yoshi. But what else we gonna get? Animal Crossing, get here, because like pretty soon they're going to dry out all their IPs. So what are they going to do? Continuously make sequels, or are they going to do deals to get third parties over? Or like what's going to happen? That's my main concern right there. Like my main concern is not year one or year two, because we already got announcements for next year. It's year 3 and beyond is my concern. It's my concern, because as this Switch install base grows more, it's gonna grow more of Nintendo only gamers. Like that's not a good business strategy if you want all third parties in your console. When you say all third parties, that means you want more than just Nintendo gamers. So basically, if they wait too damn long, it's not gonna end well as far as third parties and their software sales. That's my main concern. So, like I say, I think the Switch will get third parties in year 3. As far as a lot of third party games, I think year 3 will be, I would say 2019 or maybe 2020. That's what I'm thinking. 2019, maybe 2019. They might get good third party support. But as far as third party support, let's say all through 2019 they get really great third party support. But let's say that the Switch owners, it's like let's say it's like 30 million Switch owners around 2019. And they get good third-party support. Let's say majority of these third-party games sells less than 1 million on a 30 million install base. Why the fuck do people think that they're gonna continuously get third-party games? Because it's just, I see it right now. The install base will be there, but as far as the install base of other types of gamers, it won't be there. It won't be there, because Nintendo has built another wall again, that this console is basically be another Nintendo only console, just like they did with the Wii U, just like what they did with the Wii. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. The Wii sold because of the motion control. Let's be honest. I know a lot of people get tired of people saying it. It was motion controls that sold the console. As far as the games, Like third party, they just took their chances of putting games on the console because it had a massive install base. But some of these games barely cracked 1 million. Like Call of Duty, Duties of all, they sell so great, but it barely cracked 1 million. What these people think what's going to happen with the Switch? I don't know, man. That's why honestly I even said this. I think that if they can get more third parties early on, I think in the long run it will sell really well on the console, because just look at the new demographic Nintendo is advertising this console towards. People our age, Alex, in the 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
What do these people think that that this console gonna be only for kids again after what they advertising? That's what I'm saying. Like this console is perfect for a lot of these third party games because of their advertisement towards, with the Wii U. Yes, it was towards little kids. That's why it didn't do well. The advertisement was piss poor. They only advertised on 3 different channels: Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney. That was it. Switch, they advertising everywhere. Majority of the people in the commercials are adults. So why not start early and bite the bullet? You might lose some money by publishing some of these big name third party games on here, but in the long run, everybody will win. Nintendo will win. Third parties win. Everybody get their investment back. Everybody be happy. But Nintendo is not thinking about that right now. Some of their biggest loyal fanatics is not thinking about that. They think it's cool to wait 3 years to get third parties on an install base of 40 million Nintendo fanboys. What the fuck? I don't even. You know what? I'm done. I don't want to go on no damn. I'm about to go to the rain, Alex. I'm about to go to the rain. What you think, man?
About third parties?
I'm about to go to a rant, man. I'm done.
Yeah, well, you kind of went off on a tangent, so I don't know what you want me to talk about.
Well, like I say, man, it's just the whole thing about this is that nobody is not looking at the long run. They're not looking at the bigger picture. They're just looking at for now.
Long term.
I'm looking at long term.
Long term is going to be interesting because like the install base is gonna continue to grow because the Switch is very successful because like it's a cool idea. The device looks good. It's not too expensive. You can take your console games on the go. That's something that the competition just can't do. So that's cool. The Switch will always have that going for it. But yeah, like third parties, like even when the install base is there, like a lot of that install base will be Nintendo fans who notoriously don't buy a lot of third-party games, but there's a lot of people who aren't Nintendo fans buying the Switch. We're seeing that. We're seeing a lot of people who are mainly Sony or Xbox guys buying the Switch because it does something that their PlayStation, Xbox can't do. PC gamers are buying the Switch because same idea, unless they have a gaming laptop. But the Switch is just super convenient. So it brings in a lot of different gamers, a lot like the Wii did. The Wii brought in a lot of people who weren't core Nintendo fans. They're focusing on like a mainstream audience with the Switch, and it's working. We're seeing a lot of that, but mainstream audience likes third-party games. Everybody knows that. Like third-party games sell the most among the Xbox and the PS4. On Nintendo, it never does. It's always like if you look at the top 10 games for every Nintendo console, all 10 are Nintendo games.
Yep. Is that what he said in that interview, that he focused on mainstream? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
So why did he say that we're not focusing on resolution? I understand. I just don't understand.
Mainstream doesn't care about resolution. That's only the fanboys. But most people don't care as long as it looks good. They're fine.
Okay, let me say that differently. Okay, yes, a lot of them don't care about resolution, but they need the resolution in order to get these mainstream games, third party games. They need the power to get these mainstream games.
Yeah, they just need to make sure that's powerful enough. Which it is, I feel, but like they have to be. I don't know what it is. Like maybe Nintendo has to publish the game for these guys to actually bring them over because they're worried about sales, right? They don't want to bring the games over because they feel like all the games are gonna bomb because of Wii U. Like every third-party game bombed on the Wii U. The highest one was like 500,000. That was a damn Call of Duty game, like one of the biggest franchises of all time. Sells 500,000.
It's so less. I think.
Yeah, I'm just rounding up, but like 500,000 is not great for a game that sells like millions on the other consoles. So like they're scared, like they don't want to bring their games over, and Nintendo like has to somehow coerce them or help publish or help cut some of the cost for them, like take some of that cost so that the games can come on. 'Cause at some point, like these mainstream people that are buying the Switch, they're not okay with just Nintendo games.
Yep, that is so true. That's why I'm saying that the marketing is on point. I love the marketing. They basically Nintendo is saying that we're going back to a hardcore audience or a core fan base, but
Right.
not having third parties on your game. That's not going back to your core fans, because your core fans was in the NES, the Super NES. That was your core fan base.
Yeah,
Um,
like I said before, like for me, like them not getting third party is not a big deal for me personally because I have other ways to do it. But like people that want third parties and think they're getting it on the Switch, they're gonna be they're gonna be in for a rude awakening very quickly.
shit out of luck.
Yeah, you should have a look. Like it might be like Wii U levels of third party at some point, unless Nintendo starts like actively going after these guys, which hopefully they do. I would prefer them to do that. Because like there are some third party games that I think would be really cool on the Switch, like stuff like Grand Theft Auto. I think would work really well.
Yep, that is so true.
Yeah, that's right. One White Kong hardcore fans with Amiibo Festival.
Oh damn!
Do they need it?
Not that shit again. Hell no. Like I say, man, if Nintendo is really serious, then if they gotta get some advertising, some deals, advertising these third parties, like they need to do something that we know that Nintendo is we're not used to them doing. Kind of like the whole entire Super Bowl ad, the Super Bowl commercial. Like we're not used to them doing stuff like that. It's like they stepped out their own box to do something that surprised us. Super Bowl ads. Now we got a lot of adults in commercials. All they need to do is do some publish more third parties, get Call of Duty on, get Assassin's Creed on, get a lot of these games on, and if they got to do some deals with these third parties, to make sure that to tell the audience that these games exist on the Switch, they need to step out their box and do what they don't normally do, and they're not doing it because they try to play it safe.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes when you're trying to get serious in investing, you can't play it safe when you're trying to invest, man. Like, come on. If you got to take a loss right now, take the L, but concentrate on the long run. That's not what they're doing right now as far as third parties, as far as diversify their audience, because right now, most of their audience are Nintendo people. And I don't know what else to say about that, man. Like, these people, they can damage control all they want. Talking about wait years. You got to be the most retarded fuck boy in this damn world to say wait years. Wait till the install base grows full of Nintendo fanboys. Like, come the fuck on, man. Like,
that wait and see stuff, it doesn't make sense. Like, obviously we're talking about Francis right now. Yeah, I get what Francis is saying when it comes to Wii U. I agree with him that a lot of the games on Wii so poorly, and now third parties don't want to put their games on because they're worried. I totally agree with that because that's true.
I agree with that too.
But where we differ is I feel like Nintendo should be going out of their way to make sure these games are secured on their platform and get them on where he feels like they shouldn't, I guess.
Yeah, that's where we all disagree. It ain't just me and you. It's other people like Super Metal Day, like Showkill, like a lot of these people, like a lot of our subscribers. We're saying the same thing, like things ain't gonna never change until Nintendo does something out of the ordinary, and they still playing safe. How long is this gonna last? That's my biggest issue here, man. Like, that's a lot of people want me to debate OJ, but let's like this, man. After the retro death debate, like I'm not doing that right now. I'm not, like, things got to get cooled down. And we basically going to disagree on a lot of stuff. It's kind of pointless to debate because we're eventually going to cuss each other out. I'm just going to be real with y'all. Because this Twitter war, Twitter battle, it kind of got out of hand.
Your war was like 4 days long.
But then again, he started it. I didn't do nothing but express my opinion. And he got so salty. And I wasn't the only one he was arguing with, man. He was arguing with everybody, man.
on the top of a mountain yesterday, just chilling in the sun, and my phone's like blowing up. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, there's like so many tags for my name in some thread where you guys are arguing. I'm like, oh my god, guys.
I was busy just playing Doom yesterday. I was playing Doom and I was just responding to some of my followers on Twitter, and all of a sudden I was in my phone vibrate. What the fuck is going on? Oh, Francis, you again? Like, dude, I could have sworn you unfollowed me. I unfollowed you too. Like, that just leave it alone. But he was basically going back at. I was like, dude, man, just chill out. Like, I'm not following no more. Just you're not following me no more. But why are you still following me? You still follow me, but you say you're not following me no more. Like, why? Like, why are you going through these obstacles just to prove a point? Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, you and OJ have your own thing going on. Like, I don't have a problem with OJ. I just think some of the things he's saying right now, like, I just don't agree with him.
I don't have no issue with OJ. I don't. But apparently he does. I even sent him a personal message on Twitter. I say, man, like, yes, this kind of got too far, man. Like, I'm just basically trying to squash it. But he didn't want to squash it. If you want, I could basically show you everything that I messaged him. But apparently he's still not over it. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I'm trying to squash it, but he's still trying to do whatever he wants, whatever he can to basically continue this argument. I'm tired of arguing. I done made my point. It's obvious we go to agree to disagree. I'm not gonna sit up here and let you force me to agree with you. What the fuck do you think this shit is? Like, we have our differences, man. We just gotta call it for what it is. But let's just be honest, man. The reason why I called him a sellout because comparing 2016 Francis to 2017 OJ, I don't know why he changed his name. 2017 OJ, it's like two different people. It's like he had a twin brother that had a different opinion than what 2017 OJ has, and that's why I say you sold out. I said, where's your twin brother at? Because that other guy, he looked just like you, and he said the complete opposite of what you're saying now. That's what I'm saying. It's called selling out when you change the narrative. When you change the narrative, it's just because because you're getting money from these people that you was basically shitting on a year ago. You sold out to them. When you start getting money and they bribing you, you sold out. So it's not that I'm name calling. I'm calling it for what it is. I'm done. I ain't trying to go on no rant. I'm done. It's too early in the morning to be doing this shit.
Oh man.
Like I say, people, I have no issues with OJ. No issues. I still like OJ. I don't know if he likes me. But he probably don't like me. But we have but we got our differences, man. But like, hopefully this will basically die down. Hopefully everybody get along again. But we just have to agree to disagree, man. It's just childish to force your opinions upon anybody. And that's the problem that we've been having in this Nintendo community since the Wii U cycle, man. Like, we had our differences. People that that's Nintendo loyalists, they basically mad at our opinions, and that's when a whole bunch of drama goes on. People tagging you on Twitters and shit. People trolling your comment section, getting a Super Metal Dave treatment. Oh my God, Super Metal Dave. Woo! I thought Shokyo had haters. God damn, this dude. Jesus Christ. This
they do not like Super Metal Dave.
Oh my God, this dude! Geez, it's like he's averaged 300 dislikes a video. He's getting a crap gamer treatment now. I don't even think crap game gets 300 dislikes no more. I don't even know, man. Jesus Christ! Like, God dang.
that's pretty bad.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't have anything else. I don't know if you have anything else to say.
No, I guess not. We covered the Sonic Forces, which is don't buy the Switch version. Don't support garbage like that. The Monster Hunter XX, same situation, garbage. And Reggie about 4K. I actually agree with Reggie for once. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I agree to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I don't agree everything. I agree that gamers it's not standard to have a 4K TV. It's 1080p. Yes, I understand. But you can't come out and say you want all third-party games, but you talking about the mainstream audience? Like, yes, mainstream audience don't want 4K, but the mainstream audience want third parties. They want third parties. If they want third parties, then you should get off your lazy asses and get some deals done. That's the thing that I disagree about.
Yeah, Phil Spencer's out there flying to Japan, securing Japanese games.
It is what it is. Like I say, it's gonna always be Nintendo's fault. I'm not Nintendo's fault. It's always gonna be third party's fault. It's always gonna be our fault for hating on Nintendo. It's everybody else's fault besides the fuckboys and Nintendo.
Yeah, like obviously Nintendo has a blame in this. You can't pretend like they don't. Well, I guess you can pretend, like, if you want to lie to yourself, I guess. But like, they have their part to play in this situation. They made the fan base the way it is. They continue to not proactively go after third parties and have Reggie come out and say, we like third parties. We would love third parties on our system.
But not doing a damn thing about it.
But not doing a damn thing while you have Phil Spencer here flying out to Japan, making sure he gets the games that aren't coming to his system.
Like, people, like, it's not we shitting on the Switch. No, we're not doing that, man.
Yeah, like
people
misunderstand this every single time. Like, I like my Switch. Real likes his Switch. I know what I'm getting for the Switch. This thing is for first-party games and some indie games and some third-party exclusives. And for me, that's totally fine. But at the same time, when you have people like Reggie and you have some of these Nintendo apologist people telling you to wait and see, or they're telling you, don't worry, they're coming, or you should just be happy with what you get. No, I'm not going to sit there and say that's okay, because you can't be telling people who are going to buy a Switch to wait 2 years or be happy with what you get. Like, that's ridiculous.
Be happy. Like, I don't know how many years I done fucking heard
that's
shit.
The thing that annoys me the most. More than the wait and see thing, it's the people that say shit like, be happy with what you get. You fucking worthless peasant. Anybody who says that is a peasant. I don't care what console you play on, what you do, you are a peasant. You like that.
You more nice to me, Alex, because I thought we called them fuckboys.
I think being a peasant is worse than a fuckboy, to be honest.
What?
I think if you're a peasant, you're worse than a fuckboy.
Oh damn! I thought fuckboy sounds more harsh.
it's harsh, but it's not reality. Like, you could be a peasant in reality, and that's what these people are too.
Okay, let's ask the audience. Okay, people, the 40 something that's watching, which is worse, being called a peasant or a fuckboy?
They're both pretty bad.
Y'all give us that in the chat. Which one's worse, peasant or fuckboy? Because if y'all say peasant, then how can we say that? Peasant Friday?
Yeah, fuckboy Friday still sounds better.
Oh my gosh.
Man, Grimpachi is really trolling it up in the chat here.
Yeah.
Like, God damn.
I'm ignoring him, man. I'm ignoring him.
I've only seen some of it. Like, damn, it's all in caps letters. He's really trying to get everyone's attention here.
I'm ignoring him. I try to tell you, he's doing a devil's advocate shit again.
Yeah, contrarian.
And I know he mentioned something about his video the other day. I watched his 30-minute video. He makes long videos. He basically said something about what's wrong with begging. If you want these games, you'll beg for them. What? I don't agree with that shit. Like
that. What's wrong with begging? I don't know. Cause homeless people beg, or are they okay for begging? Like,
do Xbox and PlayStation guys beg for Call of Duties every year, or Assassin's Creed, or NBA 2K, the Mads, or Battlefields, or Destiny, or Anthem, or do they have to beg for these games? No, they don't have to beg for these games because they got
when they don't get the games, their head Phil Spencer goes and gets it for them.
Yeah,
he doesn't tell his Xbox fan base, well, if you want these games, go beg to these Japanese developers, you stupid bastards.
Damn.
Can you imagine if Phil Spencer said some shit like that? Oh, if you want those Japanese games, go beg the Japanese developers, you fucking Xbox guys.
Man,
He would never do that because Phil Spencer will go out of his way to make sure his fan base gets the right games.
Man, I don't know. Like, we've been shitting on the Xbox fan base for a while, but these past couple months, past few weeks,
Gripachi is saying he did not say that. I don't know what you said, Gripachi. I didn't see your video.
You did say that. Your last video, I heard that. You said, what's wrong with begging? If you want these games that bad, do it, because Xbox and PlayStation guys, they be doing it too. That's what you said. I swear you said that. I swear you said that, Gripachi. That's that video that you made yesterday.
I don't know what you said because, again, I didn't see your video. But Real said you said that. So we're going to go ahead and go with that.
Oh, my God. Gripachi, you funny, man. You funny. Like, you know, if it's, like, Zeus, he's right, like, if it's, you know, localizations, you know, like Project, you know, was it Rainfall? Like, that's different. You know, that's Japanese-only games that they was planning on releasing in, you know, Japan only. You know, but, you know, because they felt that they don't have an audience out here in Europe and here in North America. That's kind of different. I'm talking about, like, standard third parties that we used to getting. Standard. He's like, we got to beg for everything, man. So, I don't know, man. It is what it is, man.
He said you all begged for Federation Force.
Okay, yeah. Actually, you're all right. He is trolling. Every time he's on my channel in the chat or in our podcast, he always brings up Federation Force. What the fuck, man? Man, God,
he knows you love Federation Force.
I like Metroid. I do not like Federation Force. That is not a Metroid game. Not a Metroid game at all. I don't know.
Yo, I've seen people like trying to push Federation Force on everyone now, just because we're getting the real Metroid games now. They're like, well, now you should go try Federation Force.
Oh,
like,
you talking about Rob?
No, not just him though. Like, there's a lot of people doing this. I'm still like, why? Why would anyone do that? Because that all that does is show them that you want more Federation Force.
That's why I told Rob in his video. Shouts out to Rob, Root to Review. I like his channel. He's really cool.
Yeah, Rob's a cool dude.
Yeah, whenever you're talking about, well, now's a good time to try Federation Force since you're getting other Metroid games. I said, no. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what I told him too. I'm just like, no. I just told him like, Rob, nah, man. Like, all this will do is make sure you get more Federation Force games. I'm like, no,
no,
just no.
Like, I want to know, did we even mention anything about the whole Metroid situation, like the whole entire outcry shit, and you know, old dude think?
Oh yeah, you're lying to yourself if you think the fan outcry had nothing to do with these Metroid games coming, or especially getting announced so early.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
like,
because
you have to be lying to yourself.
Yeah, you're lying to yourself, because when the last time Nintendo just gave us a title screen, a game that we've been wanting for a long time, title screen.
And Reggie said that they showed it so early because of fan outcry. Like, I don't understand why you would be mad that Nintendo is making a game that people want and are asking for. Like, why would you be against that?
Like with the other Metro on the 3DS, yes, we already knew about that. Like, you know, that's why they took that fan-made game down, because they already had a game for that.
Because they had theirs in the works.
But as far as the Metro, as far as the console Metro, it's been wanted since Other M. Like, we've been asking for that for a long time. Like, just look, last year was the 30th anniversary for Metro, and Nintendo did shit about it because they felt that the fan base didn't care for it because of the sales. But yes, these past couple years, the people has been shitting on Nintendo because of that Federation shit. Like, it's been years since Other M, and we thought we was gonna get a full console experience Metro, maybe another Metro Prime 4, which you've been asking for, because people's been on Twitter and Facebook that's been arguing with Nintendo. They've been crying about it, and all of a sudden they gave us a title screen. Nintendo never do that, because Nintendo, they feel that if we don't got no good gameplay, then we're not gonna show them. We're not gonna show. They never do that.
Like, Nintendo never shows just title screens. They always show you something with gameplay, which is really nice of them. But like, the demand is so frantic and so high for a Metroid Prime game that they showed it so early that all they had was a damn title screen.
Yep, Reggie said it.
You
It was in the article.
You can't even deny that that's not because of fan outcry.
It's in the article of what Reggie said. He said because of us, that's why they did it. So why is people arguing about it wasn't that? It wasn't what the?
But okay. Like I just don't even understand why you would argue that in the first place. Like you should be happy
that you get in the game.
Not even that. You should be happy that they're listening to fans and are making games that you want. Like I don't understand why anyone would be trying to pretend like they don't want to give fans what the games that they want. You know what I mean?
It's like they get mad because Nintendo is actually listening. Like you don't want Nintendo to listen to us.
What? That's what it sounds like.
Retarded logic. What?
It sounds like they're mad that Nintendo's actually listening to their fan base, but like why? Why would you be mad about that?
Because they're fuckboys.
I guess. I don't know.
I'm calling for what it is, man. Calling for what it is.
It's so crazy to me that you would be mad that they're bringing out a game that people asked for and are showing it early because of the outcry. And you're mad about that. And you want to pretend like, no, Nintendo's doing this out of the goodness of their heart? Can you honestly sit here and tell me Nintendo would be making 2 Metroid games and reveal them in the same year if nobody was asking for them?
Oh my gosh.
No, like nobody asks for if nobody's asking for a Metroid game, and do you think people are gonna buy it? Like, do they think Nintendo's gonna buy it if there's no outcry? Like, I don't understand.
Yep, because we know Nintendo, they don't really listen to their fans because how long have we been, well, not me, a lot of Nintendo fan base been asking for, was it Mother 3? How long?
Yeah.
Even Nintendo brought it up at the that digital event. They did the little chicken, was it robot chicken sketch? And that's when Reggie had the little laser eyes.
The laser beam,
They keep asking for Mother 3. How's that coming out? Has they been talking about Mother 3? Nintendo knows, but are they going to do something about it? That's the issue. Are they gonna do something about it, even though they know? They tell us that we know your outcry, but we ain't gonna do shit about it. But as far as the Metroid, that Metroid outcry was so bad. Like people was trolling Nintendo. The every time they put a trailer up on the Federation for it got so bad. The comment section got so heated. They had to disable the comment section. They had to disable the like bar. It was bad. Like if the Mother 3 if they can get as bad as the Federation Force, then maybe they'll listen. Maybe they will listen.
It's just too funny.
Yeah, it is. But I guess that's all I got. I don't know if you want to take any questions.
I gotta get going to work.
Okay. But yeah, man. It was a good show, man. I had to get this off my chest. I just want to talk about it. It's just been a lot of Twitter wars going on. Look, man, all y'all people that think that me and OJ got some kind of beef, I have no beef with him, man. No beef at all. He might think I got a beef with him, but I don't even give a fuck right now, man. Like, I did my part. I came to him as a man and apologized, but he did not even, he don't care. So that tells me that he's emotionally attached to Nintendo. And that's not good for a person that's 30 years old. He's my age. We both the same age. We both graduate. We class of 2005. And he's acting like that? Wow, I need to get that priorities kind of figured out. Because, I don't act like that, man. I got other stuff I'm worried about right now as far as real life stuff. Not video games. But yeah, man, let's go and get the fuck out of here, man. It was a good show. Appreciate it. All of y'all 40-something people that's been viewing this early in the morning. Kind of surprised I got this many this early in the morning. But yeah, man, if you're new to this channel, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Please follow me on Twitter because that's when I do most of my trolling. And do the same thing with Alex. Y'all do the same with Alex, man. Y'all follow him on Twitter at ActivesIN. Follow him on his YouTube channel, ActivesIN.
Twitter is at ActivesINGaming. It's all one word.
Yeah, ActivesINGaming. His channel.
I tried to make it just ActivesIN, but some fucking douchebag already has that.
But yeah, his channel is in my link up the description below. So people, y'all subscribe to him as well. And as far as the collaboration channel, we just waiting on one thing. We waiting on a couple things. Then we will start collaborating. But give us a few more days. We should be ready. But yeah, whenever we do get the channel, we will make videos on both our channels, letting y'all know that our channel is ready, so y'all can come and subscribe and push that notification button. Oh yeah, push that notification button on this channel and my channel if you want direct feedback from us whenever we upload anything. So I guess after that, I guess I'll do your intro or your outro. Get out of here.
What's going on, everyone? ActivesiN here. A little something different for you. Morning show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was a good time. We talked about a lot of Nintendo stuff today. Reggie, I actually agreed with Reggie for once, so I don't even know what's going on. Sonic, Sega proved once again that Sega is still useless. Monster Hunter, Capcom somehow out Sega, so great.
Oh,
great
damn,
guys.
He's still salty, ain't you?
The Switch is a great device for me because like I don't really need third parties on it, but like if you want third parties on the Switch, then you're in for a rough time. Like you can wait and see all day. You can wait and see until the Switch 2. It's not going to change the situation. So yeah, this will be there won't there won't be Mario Kart 8 Monday today. The tournament will be open, but I won't be there. I'm gonna be busy. But tomorrow, Team Red Talks Nintendo, the show with me, Nia, and Coupon. Make sure to check that out, guys. And yeah, that's about it.
Oh yeah, one more thing, Mr. Alex, Alex Van. Well, goddamn, how you say your last name?
Why?
Oh, never mind. I guess you want to put your government name. Okay. Alex, he's getting engaged, people. So congratulations to Alex, man. I'm really happy for you, bro. All I gotta say is, as soon as you get married, your video game time, it will go down. It's gonna go down.
Probably.
Yeah, it will go down. And you're gonna have a lot of arguments and a lot of frying pans upside the head and shit. So get ready. So yeah, man, congrats, man. Yeah, appreciate it. I'm happy. I'm happy for anybody that's happy. They happy with their life, happy with the person that they got to spend the rest of life with, man. Congrats, man. I'm really happy for you, buddy.
Thank you.
So no problem, man. So I guess after that, man, that's gonna get the fuck out of here. And I will see y'all later. I'm not sure if I will do a video later, but I'll let you know. So peace out, bitches. Oh shit. I think okay. I'm done.